Welcome back to Combat Performance Systems. Today we are going to be talking about an exercise that is going to help you develop power, it's going to help you develop explosiveness, and it's also going to work on your endurance and your cardiovascular. All right, as combat athletes, we need to make sure that our endurance is good because we may have to fight 3, 5, doesn't matter how many rounds or matches that we are going to be competing in. We need to make sure that our endurance is up, and we want to reach that max VO2, our VO2 max, okay? So anyway, we're just going to work on a basic kettlebell swing today. All right, that's it. Very simple and straightforward. Just going to give you a few tips and cues that you can do to make sure that you're doing this correctly. First things first, I always see this happen. We want to make sure we're grabbing a heavy enough weight, okay? The heavier the better on this. I want to make sure that I'm using my core and engaging my core to control the weight. If I got a light weight, right, let's say that I grab this tiny little weight, okay, then I end up doing a front raise. Instead of letting the bell swing, all right, I'm using my arms to lift this up. I need to be using my core, my hips, and my glutes and locking that in, all right? And as martial arts athletes, we are definitely using our core and our hips and our glutes and even our hamstrings, which this is going to hit. All right, this is a full body exercise. It's great. It's going to simulate like you're running sprints as far as the interval training, that high intensity interval training, except for I don't have to run. So if I have a small space, I highly recommend getting kettlebells. All right. Now, first things first, I'm going to line the kettlebell up. What I like to do is just get about shoulder width apart from my feet. Then I'm going to go down and I'm going to grab the kettlebell, right? I'm just going to grab it, very straightforward. All right. From here, I need to make sure that I can get some leverage to swing this back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump my feet back where I'm reaching for the bell, all right? And I want to keep my back straight as I go into this exercise. And from here, what's going to happen is when I pull this back, it's going to shoot up and it's going to start my swing. From there, I can initiate in, squeeze my glutes, drive to the ground into my hips, and get that bell up there. All right, doesn't matter how high you swing. Usually I just like to go about shoulder height, depending on the weight that I'm using. And then I'm going to let that bell swing back down, and I'm going to use my core and sit my hips back into my heels, all right? And the other thing, you want to keep the kettlebell as close to your crotch as possible. I know that sounds weird, but I want to keep it close to my crotch. I don't want to be swinging down here because then it's going to extend my back and I have potential for injury. So I want to avoid that. I want to keep everything tight. I want to keep all my movements tight, engage my core. So I'm going to start, grab the bell. I'm going to hop it back, right? That way I have enough leverage to get this back, and then I'm going to pull it up and swing. And swing. Notice I'm pushing my hips back, okay? Boom. 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 I want to grab a heavy weight, okay? Push those hips back, drive to the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top, really get those hips up, all right? Now, give this a try at home. Let me know what you think. I would say start with 10 reps, 3 sets of 10. You got yourself a nice full body workout there.